Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Come on in the room. It's a new week. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Grace and peace may it be multiplied to you from God, who certainly is our Father this morning. More grace to every single person as you come in. More grace to your day today. Good morning. Good morning. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy has to come. You may cry. It's a possibility. You may cry some nights, but let me tell you what is a guarantee that when morning comes, the morning has to stop. All right. And so I declare to you, no matter what you're mourning, no matter what you're grieving, no matter what you're crying about, good morning to you is my declaration. Good morning. I'm declaring that your morning has come. Good morning to you, every single one of you. Those of you on Facebook, you know the drill. Will you like this? Let me see some hearts. Tap, 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 tap. Comment in the comment section. Tag 2 to 3 people in here and tell them, hey, jump in right now. Jump in right now. Catch the replay. You need to hear this message. And then will you share this to your profile, to your pages, and or your groups that you're part of, so that they can be a part of Arise and Build. Those of you that are on YouTube, welcome YouTube. Will you do me a favor? Yep, you. Will you copy this link and send it out in text message, post it on your social media, tell them join or catch the replay, and then make sure you thumbs up. We need some likes over on YouTube. Make sure you thumbs up, and then if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel now. Those of you on Facebook, make sure you still go over to the YouTube and subscribe. The link is in the description of the video. Those of you who are on YouTube, make sure you go over to the Facebook and follow and like the page over there as well. The link is in the description of the video. Okay. I'm super, super excited as we, kind of land the plane of our March Madness, canceling the chaos. I'm excited this week as we turn another leaf and getting ready to bring this series to a close. I'm excited about your future. I'm excited about what the Lord is going to do and how he's going to do it in your life. I'm excited about that. I'm excited for the insight. I'm excited for the direction. I'm excited for everything that the Lord has given us as it relates to your destiny, your future, and your next. And so, this is what I want us to do this week as we prepare our seeds for those of you all who sow on a weekly basis here. As we prepare our seeds this week, we're going to sow in the denomination of 2020. uh, 2020, so $20.20 or $2.20, $120.20, or maybe you just want to double it up, 40 40, 60 60, wherever your faith is, wherever your ability is, wherever the Lord is commissioning you to do so. I want you to just grab that seed right there and sow it. The ways of giving is in the description of the video if you're watching on YouTube. It is also in the pinned comments if you're watching on Facebook. We're sowing this week. The Lord just really placed on my heart the B clause of Second Chronicles 20:20, where he says, "Hear me, O Judah, and you inhabitants of Jerusalem. Believe in the Lord your God, and you shall be established." He said, believe and remain steadfast to his prophets, and you shall prosper. I'm believing God that this is the season, listen to me clearly, that this is the season of two things for us: establishment and prosperity. I'm believing God that this is the season for two things for every kingdom believer: that we believe in God and he establish us, and that we submit, we hear, we take heed to the voice of the prophets that the Lord has assigned over our lives, and we prosper because we follow what the Lord is saying. I believe that this is the season for establishment and prosperity. And so, as you prepare your seed, and so we're covering you in regards to your seed. So, 2020, $2.20, 120, 20. Maybe you sow 40, 40, 60, 60, wherever the Lord is telling you to do so. We're going to cover you in that, pressed down, shaken together, running over. Shall he cause men to give unto your bosom? Use their power, their ability, their influence, their affluence, their network, and their net worth on your behalf. I believe that it's a time of acceleration for you. I want to ask you something, family. I want you to ask you to keep Apostle Naomi and our family in prayer as she has lost her mother. Her mother's went on to be with the Lord on Friday. And so will you just keep them in prayer? If you see her online, just comment, let her know you're thinking about it. If you have a number, text her, Instagram her, inbox her, whatever the Lord will place on your heart as the Lord leads you, just cover her in prayer and send a word of encouragement to her and the kids if you would do so, being led by the Spirit. Thank you so much for keeping them in prayer and in your thoughts and in your encouragement. All right. And so we're praying for the whole Davis family in that regard. And then also, don't forget to mark your calendars October 8th through the 10th. October 8th through the 10th. We will be in Greenville, South Carolina for Vision Fest 2026. October 8th through the 10th. We will be in Greenville, South Carolina for Vision Fest 2026. So go ahead and make some provisions to be in this area in that regard. And then let us get right into our message today. Respond, do not react. Most people don't lose control of their life in big moments. They lose it in small reactions. A comment triggers them. Delay frustrates them. A situation doesn't go as planned, and suddenly their emotions take over. And just like that, one reaction shifts the tone of their entire day. If you would take a consensus of those that are in prison by crimes that were not premeditated, crimes of passion, crimes that were accidents, they will let you know how one moment caused their whole life to derail. One word, one hit, one rolling of the eye, one situation, one drink, one little moment derailed their entire lives. The problem isn't the situation, it's the speed of our response. Because when we react quickly, we often respond poorly. I'll say it again. When we react quickly, we often respond poorly. But when we slow down, we can keep or regain control of our responses. Your power is in your response, not in your reaction. So let us start. Point number one that I want to share with you is reactions are automated, but responses have to be intentional. Reactions are automated while responses have to be intentional. Reactions are emotional. They hit your emotions and they cause you to react quickly. It's automatic. It's a reflex. The responses are chosen. It's mental. It is a thought process that allows you to think about how you want to respond. A reaction is immediate. It comes from habit. It comes from emotions. It comes from past experiences. While a response requires a pause, it allows your mind to lead instead of your emotions. Most people don't realize how quickly we move from stimulus to reaction. But in that small space between what happens and what you do, that's where control lives. I'm going to say something and you may not like it, but it's the truth. Many of us are not even in control of our own lives because we're constantly reacting, and all of the situations and things that are thrown our way is really what's controlling our lives. Someone sends you a message and you feel disrespected. A reaction sends a quick emotional reply, while a response pauses, thinks, and chooses the right tone and time to respond. It's the same moment, but it'll be very different outcomes. So, what we're going to start doing today is we're going to practice creating a pause before responding today. I'm starting a new venture today, and this message is very key for me. Today, we're going to practice creating a pause before responding. Even if it's a few seconds, it can alter and change your decision, which alter and changes your day. So today, practice creating a pause in between your responding. Point two, emotional control creates stability. Emotional control creates stability. The more you control your emotions, the more stable your life becomes. Emotions are not the problem, but when emotions become decision makers, some of you have given emotions your decision making faculties. Life becomes unpredictable because life becomes whatever your emotions are. Strong people are not emotionless. We have emotions. We just are emotionally disciplined. We feel everything, but we don't act on everything. A calm response in a tense moment can completely change the outcome of a situation. Stability creates better results than intensity, than passion. Just be stable in your emotions. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to, when we feel triggered, when we feel triggered, we're going to pause. We're going to ask, do I want to react? Do I want to respond? Let me tell you, there's a response that can tell them. I know you want to react because you want to tell them like a TI is, but there is a response that can still tell them like it is. Be respectful and not cost you your day. Take a breath and respond. Do you want to react or do you want a response? A reaction will escalate the situation. You get hot, they get hot. You get hot, they get hot. And until someone comes and diffuse it. While responding will tell them what you want to tell them without causing there a heated exchange. Let's respond and not react. Point three. Point three. Slowing down strengthens decisions. Slowing down strengthens decision. Speed often reduces clarity. When we respond quickly, we often lose clarity about the situation we're responding because we've not heard all parties. We've not seen it from all angles. We just see it from how we feel in the moment. And many of us respond by how we feel in the moment, which causes us to not have clarity about the whole situation, about what's really going on. And we need to gain clarity. But speed oftentimes reduce that clarity. Rush decisions are usually reactive decisions. But when you slow down, your thinking improves and you see more clearly. You choose wisely. You avoid unnecessary mistakes. Some of us have too many unnecessary mistakes because we just simply will not slow down. We just refuse to. We just got to, we think that Every response requires a time. I got to say something right now. And that's why we're constantly getting rolled up at work. That's why we're constantly getting fired. That's why we're constantly getting put out. That's why we're constantly not seeing favorable results, because our reactions are canceling the favor that should be coming to us. Rush decisions are usually reactive decisions. But when you slow down, your thinking improves. Slowing down is not a weakness. It's self-control. Wait a minute. It's cuss words now. I said slowing down is not a weakness. It's self-control. It's discipline. Many of us right now don't have any self-control. We don't have any discipline. We think we do, but we don't. Because if we did, we would start responding and not reacting. We start responding, not reacting. We will practice our self-discipline and our control. And we will do what's necessary to slow down our responses so that they become responses and not reactions. Slow your pace. What we're going to do is we're going to slow our pace. In one key moment today, in one area today, just slow your pace. Maybe it's a coworker that's going to come talk to you today. Maybe it's a boss. Maybe it's a meeting. Maybe it's a phone conversation. But today, we're going to practice slowing our pace in a key moment today. We're going to practice slowing our pace in a key moment. Think before you speak. Pause before you act. And we're going to watch how that response causes other people to respond to us differently. I promise you that coworker, I promise you that boss is going to start responding to you differently when you start responding to them differently, because everybody, watch this, everybody can't be I'm on whatever you on, because then we'll get nothing done. I know that's the mantra of this generation. I'm on whatever you on. I'm on whatever type of time you on, or however y'all say it. And that's the problem, is that somebody got to be wise. Somebody got to operate from wisdom. Somebody got to respond instead of reacting. If everybody reacting, we're going to cause a fire. But somebody is going to have to be mature enough to say, you know what? I'm just going to respond in faith. I'm going to respond in self-control. I'm going to respond in my character of who God called me to be and what God called me to do and why am I here. I believe a lot of things, if we remember the purpose of which why we're there, we'll respond differently. I'm talking to myself. So today we're going to slow our pace in one key moment. And we're going to think before we speak. We're going to pause before we act. Let's get our homework assignment today. Let's get our overall homework assignment today. Notice one moment where you feel triggered. I want you to notice one moment where you feel triggered. I want you to pay attention today. And before you respond, you just notice it. Take note of, okay, this triggered me. Then I want you to do two things. I want you to pause before responding, but in that pause, I want you to figure out, why is this triggering me? What is causing this to trigger me? Because then I can respond better every time this trigger shows up. So I do want you to pause, but I want you to also figure out, why is this a trigger for me? What is causing this to trigger me? And then choose your response intentionally. Don't feed into the trigger. Respond like it did not trigger you. Control begins in the pause. That pause before responding, that's where you regain control. I know it triggered you, but that pause is where you regain control. So today, notice the moment you feel triggered, pause before responding, figure out why is that triggering you, and then choose your response intentionally. You don't have to control everything around you, but you can control how you respond to it. And when your responses become intentional, your life becomes stable. You are no longer reacting to life. You're leading yourself through it. Let me give you a daily affirmation today. You respond with wisdom and clarity. I am not controlled by emotions. I pause before I act. My decisions are steady and intentional. I move through life with calm and control. I create my now. I respond with wisdom and clarity. I'm not controlled by emotions. I pause before I act. My decisions are steady and intentional. I move through life with calm and control. I create my now. Today, respond well. Today, respond well. Respond well. There's going to be a lot of things that come to test you today. Respond well. Respond well. Make sure you like, tag, and share this broadcast. If you're tuning in on Facebook, tag a few people in it. Tell them they need to hear this replay. Share it, if you will. Make sure you like it. Send some hearts there. If you're on YouTube, thumbs it up. Share out the link. Let them know to listen to the replay of this. If you're sowing today, we're believing God, 2 Chronicles 20:20, that this is our season of establishment and prosperity. So we're going to believe in the Lord our God, and we're going to hear the prophets that he's assigned to us. And we're going to be established and we're going to prosper. We're going to be established. And I'm believing God that as he's shifting me and he's prospering me, that it comes down the beard, those that are assigned to my voice. I'm the prophet assigned to you. I'm believing God that as you hear these arise and builds every morning, that you're not just being established, but you're prospering in every way possible. Grab your seed of 2020, $2.20, 40, 40, 60, 60, 100 and 20, wherever your faith is, wherever God is pushing you and nudging you, wherever your sacrifice to God is today. I want you to do that this week. Maybe today is not your day to give, but this is our seed for this week. You sow it via Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle. All of the ways is right there in the description of the video. It's also in the comments of the video. You can sow right there. We love you guys. Make sure you keep Apostle Naomi and family in prayer. Go, grow, and glow on this Monday. May his peace, his protection, and his provision be your portion. Remember, keep arising and keep building. Respond intentionally and stay steady, because God has a purpose. He has a plan and he has an assignment over your life. More grace to you on this